पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
तो हो गया।
हम लोग यहाँ पर श्रीमद् भागवत की कथा का श्रवण करने के लिए उपस्थित हुए।
So we have gathered here, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam.
कल से ही
From
हमारे
yesterday,
महाराज जी ने
our Maharaj.
भागवत की कथा का प्रारंभ किया है।
So this Bhagavat Katha has started. So for 7 days, we are hearing this Hari Katha, this Bhagavat Katha. So from the 21st to the 27th, this Bhagavat is continuing. So it is Kartik Mas. And today is such a day, all devotees having gone to Govardhan are celebrating and following this Anukut festival. So our Maharaj also, he gave these instructions about this Giriraj. So gathering there with all of the devotees. So since the morning they have been, so Maharaj has been there and they have been celebrating this Govardhan Puja. So our Guru Bhai, so the Maharajas, they have been celebrating there. They have gathered there in Vrindavan. So for a very special meeting and discussing. So therefore he has a meeting there, so that's why he hasn't come. So this is the thing, this is why Guru Maharaj is not here, is because he is in a meeting. So daily he will come, but so he gave this instruction that so all of you please continue and start this Bhagavat Katha. So therefore we are doing this Bhagavat Katha. So today, following this Giriraj Mahotsav. So for these days, so now we're doing this Giriraj Puja. So usually on the 5th day, so usually we do this Giriraj Puja on the 5th day and Janmastami on the 4th, but now we're doing on the 2nd. Why? Because we're doing it on the 2nd day, because today is Anukut festival. And therefore, so on the topic of, so from Bhagavatam we are hearing about this. So we're hearing about this Giriraj Puja from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So today is a very special day of this celebration of Giriraj Puja. So what is the meaning of this? So we are hearing about the glories of Giriraj. So today is all about the glories of Giriraj and hearing about this. So by this, we are doing Puja of Giriraj. by hearing his glories. So where is Giriraj giving his darshan? In Braj. So everyone knows this, that this is the place of Giriraj. So he's asking for those who don't know. Am I audible? RadhaMadhav. Is it good? So he's asking who's at darshan of Giriraj or not. So who's been on parikrama? So many people, devotees, they've been on this parikrama. So Giriraj. So Giriraj's Katha. So today we are going to hear about some of this Hari Katha. So from the morning we've been hearing. So Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So in this Dham that he with this desire to manifest in this Dham, in this material world. So he eternally resides in Golok Vrindavan. So Goloka Namni Nija Dhamni. So his Dham is where Krishna he eternally resides. And this place is called Goloka Vrindavan. So Bhagavan Shri Ram his Dham is called what? Saket Lok. So there Bhagavan. So where does Narayan reside? His place is called Vaikunt. So in this way, so Bhagavan Shri Krishna, where does he reside? In this Goloka Vrindavan. So when Bhagavan comes to take an incarnate, to come himself, he sends his Dham. So in Bhagavad Gita it says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glalir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam shriyam yaham mai sadhunam. So this is Bhagavad Gita he's quoting. So what do? Yuga after yuga, I incarnate, and so from my place then to a different place I come. So he manifests. So from the top floor, to a bottom floor, one comes. So this is called avatar. One appears. So he manifests. He himself comes. So Krishna is tu Bhagavan Swayam. So Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. He comes himself. And sometimes, Pumsam, Krishna is tu Bhagavan Swayam. So sometimes what does he do? So he sends some of his expansions, his bodily limbs, his anshas. So sometimes he says Nishingadev, Vaman, all of these incarnations he sends. So in this way, sometimes he sends these anshas. So also sometimes he comes himself. So sometimes he comes himself, and therefore, so one time Krishna, he had this desire that this time I myself, in that lok where there's a four-headed Brahma, that I have this desire that I want to take avatar in this place. I want to manifest with my eternal Shakti, Srimati Radhika. So Krishna said to her, saying, "Oh Srimati Radhika, so I'm going to manifest in this material world. So all of you and all of your Sakis, so I want you to come and manifest with me. So please come with me." So at that time, Srimati Radhika said, "Hey Krishna, I will go with you. But then what is my seva there? And so for doing this seva, there is necessities that have to be there. So with me, for me to do this seva, there's certain things I need there. Without seva, see, this is the thing, is if there's no seva, then why am I going? So like this, so for me to go,
किंतु सेवा के जो सारे उपकरण हैं
for the purpose of me going there has to be those objects for me to do service. So one of them is
ब्रज
Braj
के
Mandal.
कुंज निकुंज
So all of these kunjas and
ब्रज
nikunjas,
की चिंतामणि स्वरूप जो भूमि
this is an important
ब्रज की
touchstone, this
जो
Chintamani
गैया
jewel,
है,
this Braj.
जो काम
So
धेनु है,
all of the cows, they're what?
ब्रज के
Kamdhenus.
वृक्ष
All of the trees,
जो कल्प वृक्ष
they are kalpavrikshas.
और
And
यमुना जी
Yamuna
जो
ji,
ब्रज के
this
जीवन
is
है,
this is the life of Vrindavan. And Giriraj Govardhan,
विशेष संपत्ति है,
this is the greatest, one of the greatest properties of this transcendental world is this Giriraj.
नहीं जाएंगी,
So if none of these things they will go, then there
नहीं होएगी,
Braj Bhumi will not be there. Then
कल्प वृक्ष
these kalpavrikshas, Kamdhenus will not be there. Then Krishna,
आपके साथ
then I will, then
सेवा कैसे करूंगी,
then going there, then how will I do seva towards you? He said, Hey Radhika, oh,
यमुना जी को
all of these things will definitely come with us.
सब वस्तुओं
Giriraj, all of the kunjas, nikunjas will also come with us. Therefore, this Jurassic coast is Braj Mandal.
भगवान श्री
So Bhagavan Shri Krishna,
अपने गोलोक धाम से ही
so from this Golok Dham, it took all of these things.
गिरिराज गोवर्धन
So
जो
Giriraj
हैं,
Govardhan
वो कहाँ के हैं,
is where?
गोलोक वृंदावन
So resides is of Goloka Vrindavan, but took like manifesting in this material world. And then after this is told
जैसे
that, for example,
भगवान श्री
so
कृष्ण
Bhagavan Shri Krishna,
ऐसे तो वो कौन है,
so is who?
सबसे सबके आदि हैं,
So is the topmost original person,
सबके
Adi.
मूल कारण हैं,
He's the original cause.
ईश्वरा
Ishvara Parama Krishna,
सच्चिदानंद
so Ananda Vigraha, Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam.
वही स्वयं सभी
So
कारणों के कारण
he is the cause of all causes,
कोई माता पिता
and
नहीं होते,
he doesn't have a mother or father.
भगवान
So
स्वयं
Bhagavan
सभी के
is
सभी कारणों के कारण
he's the cause of all causes. Is Bhagavan, and
सभी को जीवन प्रदान करने वाले, सभी
he's
को
the one that gives life to everything. Everything is an expansion of him.
लीला प्रकट
And,
करते हैं जब तो यहाँ पर अवतरित होते हैं, अपनी माता यशोदा के गर्भ से
So,
जन्म लेते हैं,
but for him to manifest, he manifests from the womb of his. So he accepts to be taken birth from the womb of a mother and a
जब
father.
आए इस धाम में,
So
इस
coming
स्थान
to this
पर,
dham, to this
तो
place.
इसलिए उन्होंने क्या किया,
So what did he?
एक
What
समय
happened
में
is at one
हिमालय
time.
के पुत्र के रूप में जन्म लिया,
So taking birth from the daughter of
पर्वत जो है
the
वो, पर्वत जो है
from
हमारी
the Himalayan
वस्तु
mountains
है।
is so this mountain manifested.
जैसे
But
वृक्ष में प्राण है, ऐसे ही पर्वतों में, पृथ्वी में प्राण है,
so actually in the same way a tree is living, also the mountains they have life. So one time, so this son, this putra, so this son of the mountain, the Himalayan mountains. So this Palasta Rishi, he went to this Himalayan mountains, and he said, I want to reside in this Kashi. So I reside in this Kashi, and that what do I want to do? Your son Giriraj. Please give me your son Giriraj. So Palasta Rishi, so he said that this is my desire. So can I take him?
किंतु बशर्ते मेरा जो पुत्र गिरिराज वो आपके साथ जाना चाहे,
I want that your son that can go with me. And he said, okay.
आपको अपने साथ काशी लेके जाना
So please, I want to take you to Kashi.
गिरिराज ने कहा मैं
So
चलूंगा
Giriraj.
आपके साथ में, मगर मेरी एक शर्त है, क्या शर्त है कि
There was one condition.
आप एक बार
I will come with you, but there's one condition, that anywhere you put me, then I will definitely stay in that place. And then after that, you will never be able to take me anywhere else. So Palasta Rishi, he said, okay, no problem. So at that time, so Giriraj, so he lifted Giriraj, and together they went. And then going along the path, so this Braj Bhumi, they were going above this Braj Bhumi.
ब्रजभूमि के ऊपर से जब
and
जा रहे
above this
थे,
Braj Bhumi they were going, and when
उनको लघु शंका अर्थात मूत्र त्याग करने की इच्छा हुई। उन्होंने
so he needed to go bathroom, and he said, oh, he really needed to go bathroom, so he said, oh, so I will not keep this Giriraj on the ground. So he asked one Brahmin, so please can you hold this Giriraj? I will not put him down. Right, so he asked this Brahmin, please can you hold this Giriraj? So he gave this Giriraj to this Brahmin in Braj. So he held this Giriraj. So this Brahmin, he held this, and then so then he went to the bathroom plus the Rishi. And now, so this is Bhagavan Leela that so this Brahmin so what did he do after this? So this is a pastime, and actually then the Brahmin, he actually put Giriraj down, and he said, see, so I was in the hand of the Brahmin, and now you have put me down, so now you will not be able to pick me up. Now I cannot come with you. But Pulasa Rishi said, no, come with me. And he said, no, I will not go with you. Now I will stay here. Because, so Giriraj, when he was going over, he actually saw this place and he said, no, I do not want to go anywhere else. I do not want to reside anywhere else. I want to reside in this Braj Dham. So this, according to this incident that happened, so therefore Giriraj, he resided there. So after saying all of these things, so Giriraj, he said he wouldn't go, and therefore he stayed there. And another time it's being told that when Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra, he so he was building the bridge to cross over to Lanka. And at that time, many different devotees of Lord Ram, they were going to different places and taking mountains, and taking rocks from everywhere. And Hanuman, what did he do? He went to this Himalayan mountain, and he picked up this Govardhan, and he went to bring it back. He's very strong, Hanuman, and so he picked up Giriraj. And like this, when he arrived there, and at that time, then Bhagavan Ramachandra, and then from very far away, he said that he said, we have completed this Setu bridge, so now please, so you can leave these extra things, these rocks. So any mountains, you can put them back. So therefore Hanuman, he put Giriraj there. So Giriraj, he said, I was thinking that, oh, I was going to be able to do Bhagavan Ram's seva. Oh, I'm very unfortunate. So therefore I did not get this seva of Lord Ram. So Hanuman, he said, oh, but you have this very special desire, a very special desire to serve Bhagavan. But actually, when Krishna comes, then you will perform leelas with him. Therefore, so there's these two Harikathas about, at different times in our Sastras tell about how Giriraj, he comes to Vrindavan. So for a long time he's been residing there, and he's been waiting that when will Krishna come? When he will avatar, when he'll come to this world. So then he came himself, and he started his pastimes. He killed all these different demons, and then slowly Krishna, he grew up. And at that time Giriraj, he had not had darshan of Giriraj, and when he grew up a bit,
जब बछड़ों को चराने के लिए जाएंगे,
So having gone out to graze the cows, at that time, what happened with the suckers, with the calves, they would go to Giriraj Govardhan.
अपने आप को उस समय धन्य मानने लगे और श्री कृष्ण अपने सखाओं के साथ में, बछड़ों के साथ में,
with Krishna and all the calves,
बहुत सारी लीलाएं करते हैं.
they performed all these pastimes.
भागवत में इसका बड़ी अच्छी तरह से बहुत विस्तृत वर्णन है.
So this described very beautifully about this Giriraj Govardhan. How
जाते हैं तो गिरिराज जी एक बहुत कोमल माखन के जैसा स्वरूप धारण कर लेते.
he took this very beautiful form as Giriraj,
बहुत कोमल
and very soft grass.
कृष्ण उस पर चलते हैं,
And then when Krishna would walk over it, and then it would cause no.
छोटा सा भी ऐसा स्थान है जो उनके चरणों में लग जाएगा, चुभ जाएगा.
So all of these rocks and everything, it would mean that actually he very soft form, komal, very soft form. So when they walked over it, the grass was very soft. It wouldn't hurt the feet. So all of these trees. So in Giriraj Govardhan, all would give these very beautiful flowers would be there. And Krishna, Baladevji, and Krishna's all of his sakhas, Sridham, Sudam, Madhumangal, and all of them. So when they had this desire to eat fruit, then they would take the fruit in this Giriraj Govardhan. So going to all of these different places that Giriraj had made. So when Krishna, he wanted to sleep, then there would be one very beautiful rock, and therefore he would be able to lie down. So all of the cows would, with great love, would lie there, and there would be such amazing grass for Giriraj, and such beautiful water there in Giriraj Govardhan. So when the water would fall down, it would cause all these very beautiful like water droplets in the air, and when they would blow through the wind, it would cause so much beautiful cooling air. Such bliss would come. So like this, they would go through this Govardhan. There's such beautiful water. This water that was present there.
लाभ पहुंचाने वाले जो सारे खनिज पदार्थ हैं, वो सारे उस जल में अच्छी तरह से मिला देते हैं.
So all of this very beautiful water there, and they would play in the very beautiful caves. They would drink this water, so cooling and refreshing. And there, so there were these caves. And so in these caves, so in these caves would be all these very beautiful jewels. And there, so Krishna, with sometimes with his sakhis, and with his sakhas, and also going with his gopis, they would perform these pastimes. The kandare kandare te. So all of these such leelas. And so this is specifically only for these Madhuras pastimes. They were not able to enter into these pastimes. The very high pastimes took place in this Giriraj, which ordinary people don't have access to. This is also the place of Ras Stali. So he did Ras Leela here. And Giriraj, there's so many places in this Giriraj. Dangati, there. So one time there was one rishi, and he came to near Govindakund, and he did this yagya. Bhaguri rishi, and what he did a yagya near Govindakund, and so many gopis, they brought makan, doodh, all of these things. So Mishnah. So by themselves on the top of the head, they took these things and went there. So now, so Krishna is with his sakhas, and completely
जहाँ से सभी लोग परिक्रमा
So,
प्रारंभ करते हैं, अधिकांश लोग।
this place, this Dan
उस
Ghati,
स्थान पर
at
कृष्ण
that
खड़े
place,
होकर
Krishna is
सखाओं के
standing
साथ में,
with all of his
और
sakhis at this place. So
गोपियों
all
को
of the
क्या
sakhis,
कहने
they're
लगे,
going towards
कि आप तो हमारे
Govinda
को
Kund,
प्यारे
but
बड़ी
he's standing there,
माखन जो
and
सारा कुछ लेके जा रहे हो,
he's
पहले
saying,
हमारे को देना पड़ेगा,
oh,
कारण पड़ेगा।
you have to
ये
give
बात
all of these
सारा
things to
हमारी
us,
हमारा है,
right, before you are going, this is your tax.
इसीलिए यहाँ से कर दिए बिना नहीं जा सकते।
So, but if
वहाँ
you
से
do not
कर
give,
वहाँ
then you're not allowed. Then you're not allowed to
वहाँ
go.
पर
We'll not
गोपियों
let
के
you.
साथ में
So
कितने
gopis.
प्रकार का उनका वाद विवाद हुआ,
So like this, they had all these
जो सारी की
conversations.
सारी लीलाओं को जो
So many
होती रहती हैं, ये नहीं कि एक बार हुई थी, अभी नहीं होती हैं, सब समय ब्रज में लीलाएं चलती हैं।
So all of these
जिनका
different
देखने का
pastimes were
दृष्टि है,
happening.
वो क्या कहते हैं, प्रार्थनाएं करते हैं कि वो वाला स्थान गिरिराज गोवर्धन का जहाँ पर दान घाटी है,
So this is a very special place of pastimes. So Krishna was with all of his gopis, and he.
ऊंचा ऊंचा बोलना होता है, ऐसे प्रतीत होता है कि जैसे कलह कर रहे हैं, किंतु इतनी मधुर मधुर बातें।
So all of these pastimes are very, very sweet. And hearing these things, and then by hearing these things, a living entity will hear such, will get such benefit. So hearing this pastime, then we will get the real wealth. So they're very, very beautiful flowers, and all these beautiful trees in this Kusum Sarovar. So Radharani and gopis and all of the sakas. So Radharani, they all went there to take these flowers to make this shringar. So one time, what did Krishna do? He was hiding in this forest, and he was hiding in this one tree, and he was looking down, and Radharani is with the gopis and is taking the flowers, is reaching up and trying to take these. So when Radharani would reach up, he would pull up the branch. So they would reach up. They wouldn't be able to reach up and grab the flowers. So like this, one time he pulled it down. He went to grab up the flower. She went to grab up the flower, and then he pulled up the branch, and Radharani, she went up. So this happened there. So there's also Radhakund and Shamakund there. What happened? So Krishna killed this Aristasur. So like this. So for the manifestation, so for the purification on this pastime, that this Radhakund and Shamakund manifested. So the topmost beloved of Krishna is Srimati Radhika, and she is the topmost. She's the topmost associate, the topmost, the embodiment of service, and Radharani herself, she resides there. So taking the dust of this place, taking this water on our head, saying Radhe Radhe. So doing this mantra jap. So this place, Giriraj, is there. So Krishna, he would stand on this Giriraj, and he would play flute, and they would play all these different pastimes. And so many different pastimes happen in this Giriraj Govardhan. So one time came that Krishna, he saw that. So Mother Yashoda from the house, and so all of the so they were preparing one utsav. So Mother Yashoda and all the associates, so they were preparing one place. They were preparing different, taking all these different flowers and arranging all of these things. So they're taking all these mango leaves and all these different kinds of ingredients. They were making all of these things. So all of these different kinds. So many different kinds of things. So Krishna, so he was 7 years. Krishna, he was 7 years old, and he, so from Nanda Baba, so to Nanda Baba, so Nanda Baba was sitting with all of the Gopas, and Krishna, he came and asked, and he saw that, and so a very great festival is happening, and with that I'm seeing that everyone is so blissful, and you people, you with that what are you doing like in such a special way? Please tell. So hearing, so he had this desire. He was saying, "Oh, I have this desire to understand. I want to know what's happening." Oh, Father, I am grown. So I'm asking with this desire. So please give this answer. So I am your son. Oh, and you haven't told me why you're doing these things. So I am your son, and you've not told me these things. So so am I your enemy? No, I'm your son. Oh, so you're not hiding this. You're not hiding this from your friends, but you're hiding this from me. Am I your son? But you have not told me. Oh, why are you doing these things? So you're doing. So this thing you are doing that you've started from before, that you've been doing. So what do you keep on doing? So then Nanda Baba he started saying, "Oh Lala, see." So our ancestors would always do this Indra Puja. So this is the Deepavali, and so the next day after Deepavali, then we do this Indra Puja. Indra Puja. So Indra is who? Krishna asked. So where does he reside? So what does he look like? So what benefit will you get? So why are you doing his worship? Then Nanda Baba and all the Gopas. So with great love seeing this, such a small child saying, "Oh, he's saying these very great things." So then they wanted to give an answer. So seeing this from his son, that he gave an answer with so much love, and saying that every year we do worship of this Indra. So because of water, everything is maintained. Life is there because of water. So everyone needs to drink water. So even rishis, all these animals, all rely on water. So by this we eat. By this the grass grows in there, and therefore the milk the cows can eat. Therefore the milk comes. So Indra is the Devata of water, as in he's the one that gives this water. So therefore we do this puja of Indra to get this, right? It's because of the rain. So without the wind, so Vayu is also Devata. So why don't we do his puja? Because we also have to rely on him. The earth, so the one that we live upon, like without this, so it would not be possible if we didn't have earth. So upon it would be not possible. So what's the use of what's the use of water if you don't have the earth? So Prithvi Devi. So why don't we do her puja? So you don't do?
पृथ्वी है और जो जल है,
So
जल होने पर भी, पृथ्वी होने पर भी
so
क्या
even
फसल तभी हो जाती है बाबा?
so he's basically saying, oh, so because we also rely on these things, well, why don't you do their puja?
तो क्या फसल
So
होती है?
so the seed.
नहीं लाला, बीज भी चाहिए। वो बीज कौन देता है बाबा?
So who gives the
आप उसी
seeds?
की आराधना करते हो।
So why aren't we praying to those who give us the seeds? So who's the Bij Devata?
तो नंद बाबा
So
जो है
Nanda
और
Baba
गोप जो है
and all the
बड़े ध्यान
gopas
से कृष्ण की
with
सारी
great
बातों को सुन
attention,
रहे थे।
they're hearing these things from Krishna. And then,
बाबा
so Baba,
ये जो आपका इंद्र है,
so
ये
in this Indra,
किसी जगह वर्षा करते हैं,
so
किसी जगह वर्षा नहीं भी करते,
so
देवता भी क्या ऐसे होते हैं?
so this is the thing in those different places where they don't worship in Indra, therefore do they give water or not give water? So if one doesn't worship in Indra in those places, then surely then no water will come, but we see water does come in the form of rain. So Krishna he's asking these things. He's saying, Baba,
सच सच बताना।
so please tell me the truth about this.
ये जो सारा उनकी इंद्र जिसको आपने देखा नहीं,
So we've never seen this Indra. So how do we know that he's accepting these things? So we've never seen Indra.
आपसे बात करते हैं।
So have you talked to him? Have you spoken to him? Have you met with him? And he said, no. I said, Acha.
जो काम करते हैं,
So
क्या ये लोगों की देखा देखी करते हैं? या
So
फिर
therefore you're doing this work for someone you've never seen.
करते हैं?
So
या
therefore,
फिर ये वाली पूजा की बात शास्त्रों में भी लिखी है बाबा।
so it's written about these things in Sastras, about this kind of worship. And
इस यज्ञ के अधिष्ठात्री देवता कौन है?
So-
तो आशीर्वाद देते कैसे हैं? प्रसन्न कैसे होते हैं? बहुत सारी बातें एक के बाद एक कृष्ण ने पूछी थी।
so Krishna was asking about all of these things. Why are you worshipping, doing all of these things? And then he gave this answer, Lala,
बताऊं मैं तेरे को सच सच बात?
you're speaking these, you're telling these great things that actually
शास्त्र में लिखी है,
it is
नहीं
written,
लिखी है।
is it written in the Sastra about these things?
सचमुच में नहीं लिखा हुआ है
It,
इंद्र का पूजा का बात।
it is not written in
पृथ्वी की पूजा
Sastra.
की बात है।
It is written about
वायु की पूजा की बात, वायु देवता की
Vayu
देवता
Puja,
होते हैं।
Prithvi
ये बात
Puja.
तो सत्य है।
This is
इंद्र की
this
पूजा
is
की बात किसी
but-
शास्त्र में नहीं लिखी
so it is
हुई
not
है।
written about Indra Puja
शास्त्र में
in
तो नहीं
Sastra.
लिखी,
So it's
तो
not
आप
written.
फिर इंद्र की पूजा क्यों
So-
करते हो? क्योंकि हमारे पूर्वज करते आ रहे हैं।
So this is something that we've been doing for a very long time there. Therefore we've been doing it for many generations.
तो क्या देवता जो हैं वो आपके प्रति प्रसन्न हो जाएंगे? अगर आप उनके लिए ये वाला भोजन इत्यादि नहीं दोगे, पूजा नहीं करोगे, तो फिर क्या वो आपको जल देते रहेंगे? तो कहते
So
हैं, "ये तो
therefore-
मेरे को नहीं पता,
So this is the thing, if you stop this worship, then will he
ये तो
stop
मेरे
the
को
rain?
नहीं पता।"
So we're saying, oh, I don't
इसीलिए
know.
कृष्ण ने क्या
So
किया?
Krishna, he said,
कृष्ण
so
ने
what
हमको
did
कहा
he do? He said what?
कि अगर हम अच्छा काम नहीं करेंगे तो हमारे साथ अच्छी चीजें कैसे होंगी? हमारे साथ तो अच्छी चीजें नहीं होंगी फिर। तो काम तो ऐसे वाला करना चाहिए जो शास्त्र में लिखा हुआ हो।
So we have to follow those things that's written in the Sastras. If it's not written in the
ऐसे
Sastras,
वाले चक्षु
well, so
जो
this is the
हमारे
thing
को
is that
हमको
actually
देखे
the
नहीं देख
Sastra
सकते, वो
is
भी
like
हमारे
eyes,
को
which
दिखाते हैं।
through these Sastras then we're not able to see. Without eyes then we're not able to see. Sastra means what? It means our eyes. So is like a microscope. So without the microscope we cannot see these microscopic things. Without a microscope. So we're not able to see these small things without this microscope. And with these great things we're not able to see. How do we see these things? So like the sun, for example. How big is it? We are able to see this with our naked eyes. How big is it? Are we able to see this? So we see a disc, right? So big. How big is it? So big. So how big is the sun? So the sun, so the earth. So the sun is what size? Is great size. So who can see these things? The actual size of these places. So we can see small things through a microscope, and big things. Who can see these things? Through the eyes of Sastra. And Sastra tells about these things that we can't see with our naked eye. So it's telling the real truth about this. This is written in the Sastras. So Nanda Baba, he was saying, he was asking all of these things. So what is written in the Sastra? So it's not actually written about this Indra Puja in the Shastras. So what did he start? So he said Baba. He said, really, Bhagavan. So we should do worship of Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, so if we don't do this, worship of Bhagavan, they will not achieve this auspiciousness. Oh, so mother and father, so when we do this worship of mother and father, when we respect them, when we worship of mother and father, then we get the blessings, and in the same way we should do worship of Bhagavan, and then we'll actually get the real blessings. So all there are many different devas and devatas, and they are the ministers of Bhagavan. So they are the dasas, the das and dasis of Bhagavan. They are in charge of doing service for all of these different departments which are given by Bhagavan. So they are given these different qualifications. So the fire god, the wind god, all of these are different. They have one specific role. And so we should worship. We should want to worship Bhagavan. So like this, when we water the roots of the tree, then the entire tree grows in the same way. When we eat, when it goes to our stomach, then our entire body grows in the same way. When we worship Bhagavan, then everything will be worshipped. Everything will function. Everything will be nourished. So Krishna is saying all these things, and all of the associates are hearing these things and saying, "Oh yeah, this is very good." So in his mind he's thinking this. So when Gargacharya came, when he came to give this name, he said at that time that, so Gargacharya, he said that, so your Lala, he's not an ordinary person from this world. Even though he's in the form of a baby, in previous time he's taken these different colors, red, like all of these different colors, but he has all the qualities of Narayana. So therefore he was thinking these things. Oh, he said, "Oh, I've never heard these things." He's thinking, "Oh, wow." So Gargacharya is telling all these things, and he's seeing these things. Wow, he's very, very smart. So actually he's thinking, "Oh, Narayana is speaking all of these things. So the Bhagavan is directly telling us all of these things." So Gopas are also thinking that today from Krishna's mouth, and Narayana is speaking through Krishna's mouth. So he said that. So they asked, whose worship should we doing? Who should we give all these things to? We made all these things. So who should we give these things to? So whose worship should we do? Then Krishna, he said that, "Oh Baba, look, so Giriraj is present here. So he is Sakshat Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, so he's sitting in this form, Bhagavan in this place is Govardhan, we should do his worship. And so we should go and do his worship. Chalo, let's go." So I'm telling the truth. And then he will give his direct darshan, and he will speak to you. So he's saying, "Oh, we should go to Govardhan and we should worship him. So we should take all these things that we're meant to be worshipping in Indra and then offer them to Govardhan." So like this, so accepting these things from Krishna, these conceptions, this understanding, then they all went to Giriraj. So on all four sides, so all from all four sides they gathered there, and in this way so the entire Braj, they went and they resided there next to Giriraj. So everything from all the houses were being brought, everything they made, everything they took, and then they took to Govardhan. So they were riding upon the bull and cart, and they were taking all of these things. And with great affection, with great praying, they were going there. So in his mind, Krishna was thinking these things. He was thinking about these things, seeing these things, thinking, wow. Nanda Bhagavat is thinking, oh wow, he's definitely empowered by Narayan. So he's thinking, oh, he's definitely empowered, and he's just one Devata, this Indra, and therefore, so now we are going under the guidance of Krishna to go to this Giriraj, to worship this Giriraj. So this is such a beautiful mountain, this Giriraj, and Krishna, he said to all of his sakhas that, all of the associates, we're going to pray now to Giriraj, and then he will provide his darshan. Then Krishna, before that he said, so what did he do? He did pranam to Giriraj. So all of the associates, they also did sashtang pranam to Giriraj. So the males, they lay on the ground with the entire body and all of the martyrs. So they do panchang pranam. We do sastang dandavat pranam so panchang pranam the ladies do, because it's five limbs, five touch the ground like this. So now Krishna is praying, hey Giriraj, oh please accept our pranam. Hey Giriraj, please accept our pranam. So in this way, the sub all were paying pranam. And after this, so Krishna, he said that, so we should do this Giriraj Abhishek. And so they began to pray to Giriraj that, so please accept our pranam, so please give us your darshan, oh please, we are trying to please you so much by this. So we have not seen with our eyes until this moment. We have this desire, please bestow your mercy upon us and show us your darshan. So Giriraj, what did he said? He gave his darshan to all of the associates. So on all four sides, what was seen was this Giriraj darshan. And so they all saw this Giriraj, and everyone was saying this, Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. So all were doing this, and they were all saying this, all praising Giriraj. They began to. So all of the Brahmin people, the Brahmins were saying all of these different shlokas from the Vedas. Shlokas praising Giriraj. So in the same way, they were saying all these mantras. So they began to say all these mantras, and Krishna, with seeing this very beautiful darshan, with great bliss, they began to bring all of these things for the Abhishek, and then they started doing this Abhishek with Giriraj, so holding onto the so taking this very beautiful form, a very beautiful feat. Sometimes, so they got darshan of all of this form of Giriraj, and with their hands they're doing Abhishek of sometimes the head of Giriraj, sometimes the feet, and with such great love they are doing this Abhishek. It's not just a 1-2 minute thing. They were doing it very nicely. And this is the day of Giriraj Puja, which Krishna he himself manifested. So on the shore of Manasi Ganga is this Mukharavinda, and so in this Mukharavinda is these two shilas. One shila is big and one is small. Though the big one is the manifestation of Giriraj, the big one, to accept this worship, and the small one is this form of Krishna, is the form of Krishna that he's with all the gopas and gopis and all the associates of Vrindavan. So on this day they go to this Mukhara Vrind, and they do this Abhishek in this Mukhara Vrind on the bank of Manasi Ganga. So in the evening then they do this very, very beautiful Shringar. So you can see photos of this. It is written that there's something written. So this is written. It is written somewhere near the Shilas. So Krishna in this form. So in one form, Krishna has taken to take the worship, and one form he's taken to do the worship. So like this, taking all of these different objects. So like this. So this is the thing. So to do the worship, it's not possible if Giriraj is going here and there. If he's there, if he's going here and there, therefore it's easier. So Giriraj, he stayed there in one place, and they did bathing of Giriraj with all of these panchamrit. So all of these different pastimes happened. So all of these things are written in the Sastras, for like very, very beautifully. All of these things are there written, and they should be understood. So this Giriraj Abhishek happened. So so they didn't take this Charanamrit, because until the worship has been complete, then they can't take this Charanamrit. So they have to put on the very beautiful Shringar, right? They have to put this on Giriraj first. They weren't taking the Charanamrit yet. So he was. So Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is manifested in this very beautiful form by his mercy. So therefore, so with this great prem, this great mood, he's accepting this service from us. And then, so So like this Giriraj, he manifested in this form to accept all this different service. And so they started to do Shringar of Giriraj. So he gave this direct darshan. He had this, so they saw his hair, they saw his eyes, they saw his hands, they saw his feet, and they saw all these different bodily limbs of Giriraj. And so what did they do at that time? That they started to, they began to, so they began to dress him. And this is the thing, for pure clothes do not have what's it called? What's it called? Stitching. So with these pure clothes, which had no stitching, they bathed. So they put a mukut on him, and then on this crown they put all of these different jewels and everything. So they had this very beautiful shringar on all over his bodily limbs. They decorated him like this. So like this, very beautiful clothes, these Vajanti Mala, all of these things. go on. And so they covered the belly area, the chest, all of these different parts of the body of Giriraj. And they put this very beautiful shringar on Giriraj from all four sides. All of these different places, they decorated all of these areas. And so they prepared Giriraj like this. And after this, then having brought all of these ingredients, then they kept all of these things there. Oh, please bestow your mercy upon us. Please accept these things. They started lighting all of these deepaks, very beautiful smelling. And so they lit all of these things from all four sides. They lit these in this way. So then they were offering all of these food items. Please accept these things. So they had made all these things and brought them there. So from all sides they were offering these things to Giriraj. So there was very big mountains of malpua, all of these different chawal, all of these things, sweet rice, all of these different kinds of sweets, everything, very pure milk, all these different kinds of malpua. Donuts. The kheer, sabji. Dal, all of these things, achar, chutney, all of these different kinds of things, makhan, mishri, samph, fennel, almonds. What else? Pizza. Also, not only solid things but liquid things as well. So bringing huge tubs of all of these different kinds of prasad. So taking all these things to Giriraj. So they were offering prayers to Giriraj. Oh, we are all praying together that please bestow your mercy upon us, and we have come to you, and we have come to give these things to you. All the things were ours, and this was we have come to give all of these things to you, and so please bestow your mercy upon us. And so please accept these things. So you are our well-wisher. And so please. So we have put our heart into these things. With great mood we have made these things, and we are offering these things to you. Hey Giriraj, please bestow your mercy upon me. Please accept all of these things. So in this way they were offering these prayers to Giriraj. Therefore, offering these things, they were also praying in this way. Hey Bhagavan. So there's a certain phrase. It's called Ruchi Ruchi Bhog. They heard this phrase from a very young age. So hey Bhagavan, please with great. So we are offering these things with great mood to you. So please accept these things. So some are fanning Giriraj with a chamara, some with a fan, and so all of these different things. So all of these different things, all of these different drinks. So all of these different kinds of edible things. So some are liquid, some are in the form of like we hear in Guru Vastakam. It's things that can be licked, sucked, drank. All of these, there's 5 different kinds. We see this in Guru Vastakam. So like this, he's taking this with his hands and he's taking it. So he's describing these 5 things, these 5 different ways of taking, of different kinds of food. So from all 4 sides, he's taking with his hands all of these things he's accepting. So after this, he said, or kuch hai. Oh, is there anything else? Oh, please give me more. So like this, hey Krishna, So this is so great that actually in Indra, he's never given us darshan before, and Giriraj has given us his darshan. And we haven't even spoken to him, we've never spoken to him before, and now he's giving us his darshan. So speaking to him, so if you so they began to speak about all these things with Krishna, about how the glories of Giriraj, that Giriraj actually has been accepting these things, and with such great bliss we are experiencing here. And that so like this, Giriraj, he's accepting all of these things, and all of the Brajbasi, they're saying, oh, this is so much superior than Indra worship. And so like this, they're saying that all of these things, that Giriraj is accepting these things with such great bliss, seeing this. So Giriraj is saying this, oh, he's speaking to them. And so, oh, you made this, or you made that. Wow. So like this, they began to also speak with Giriraj. And then they began to speak with each other, saying, oh, Giriraj is accepting this, he likes this, he likes that. And like this. So they were so happy seeing this. Like this, they were accepting all of these different things from the Brajbasis. So this is so then they gave this somph afterwards. And so they gave this fennel, which was to clean the mouth, right? This freshens the mouth. So they gave this afterwards. Then after, they offered all of these things. They did this arti to Giriraj. So doing this, so without doing arti, this puja is not finished. So now what will we do after? Now we will do Giriraj Parikrama. So this is a Bengali verse. So forget everything, and we will. So forget all of these material things, and what must we do? Oh, we must do Giriraj Parikrama. Oh, so all of those leave those things on your left side. But keep Giriraj on your right side and keep walking. Like this, doing parikrama of Giriraj. Anything else is not worth it. So therefore we should begin this parikrama. What is this meaning of this parikrama? So by Krishna's mercy, now we know about all of these things, how to worship you, and by your mercy, we want to know about you. So to pay our respects to you now, we're going to do this parikrama. So hearing these. So now having decided to do this parikrama, so now there's a certain order in the parikrama. So like this, all of them started giving pranam. They will begin to roll in the dust of Giriraj and touching the lotus feet of Giriraj and asking for the blessings of Giriraj. Then they began to do this parikrama. So the first one, so where does this start? Is Radha Kund. So this is the start of the parikrama. So going from here, and then we go to Shama Kund. Then it comes Sangam, which is the center. Then after this is Kusum Sarovar. Then after this is Manasi Ganga. Then Chakleshwar Mahadev comes. And then in front of Manasi Ganga is Anyogram. But before that is Dan Ghati. And then all these different places start to come along the parikrama path. Danivatan Kund. Then in front of this, Bhagirish's Stan. After this is Govinda Kund. And then when Govinda Kund comes, then also there's and then there's all these different places, Apsara Kund and Navala Kund. And then so there's places where this is also near Rastali, Surabhi Kund, Arvat Kund, Kolal Kund, and then Chota Mukharavind, and then in front is Jatikua. So he's naming all of these different places along the Parikrama path. So like all of these different places, they start to come, all of these different kunds. Malahari Kund, when we come back round, and then we come back to Radha Kund. So this is this Giriraj Parikrama. So with Krishna, with all of his parikas, they started this parikrama. Even the old, young. So the old, they sat on bullock and horse carts, and that's how they did the parikrama. So this is how they did the parikrama. And so those who are pregnant, they also sat on these carts. So our Maharaji said that Giriraj. So Krishna, so one who does this parikrama barefoot will get benefit. But even if you don't, and you sit on this on the bullock cart, then this is okay. But just what should you do is just chant the names of Giriraj. Even if you can't walk, you should do this parikrama.
O मैं तो गोवर्धन को नाम मेलोगी नहीं माने मेरो Oh